But he said, I don't think he could win. I don't think he could win. He's too progressive coming from this state and what he's done in this state to win in any southern state, any red state. I disagreed, but no, this is a progressive African-American owned station, and I'm sure they like you, but he doesn't think you can win. What do you say to that?
It's one thing to mock a politician with sarcasm, but it's another to carve him up on live TV, and that's exactly what Bill Maher just did. Maher, once a fan of Gavin Newsom, finally ditched the soft gloves and went in hard. On his show he ripped into the governor for wrecking California, and the takedown was brutal.
Gavin Newsom is the governor of California, home to 12% of all Americans and 50% of all Mexicans. On the upside, Newsom is the only governor, with the possible exception of Kristi Noem, who looks like they could do porn.
Did Maher really say Gavin Newsom's biggest accomplishment is looking like he belongs in adult films? That's not a jab, that's a knockout. Imagine being governor of the most powerful state in the country, only to have your legacy reduced to a bad punchline. When your biggest supporter turns into your roast master, that's political freefall.
I don't want to say he really wants to be the guy who steps in if the current nominee goes down, but he gets an alert on his phone every time Biden can't think of a word. The downside is that governor of California is kind of like being conservator for Britney Spears. They'll attack him on California's homeless problem, but there's a response to that. The homeless can live anywhere, but they choose California.
California under Newsom has basically rolled out a red carpet for homelessness. Tents line sidewalks, neighborhoods look like shelters, and chaos is sold as compassion. Add in his soft-on-crime policies that punish victims more than criminals, and you get the perfect storm: crime up, homelessness up, quality of life in freefall. That's Newsom's real legacy.
Of course, the knock on Gavin has always been that he's slick. Yeah, you know what? I'm okay with that. I notice slick is something no one has been accusing Biden of lately. Do you want good at talking or don't you? Newsom is the best communicator in the party, with a history of standing up to bullies, and his name lends itself to the best slogan since I Like Ike: I'm having Gavin.
Bill Maher finally said what Californians have known all along: Newsom is a salesman in a fancy suit. He dazzles with speeches, but behind the gloss there's nothing. His answers spin in circles, dodging accountability while California sinks under homelessness, crime, and decay. Maher's takedown wasn't just comedy, it was a reality check.
I was on KBLA yesterday, with my friend Tavis Smiley. I'm an investor and a supporter of that station. And he said, who do you want for running president? I mentioned, I think you'd be good at the job. Not this year, we know. No, I know. But he said, I don't think he could win. I don't think he could win. He's too progressive coming from this state and what he's done in this state to win in any southern state, any red state. I disagreed, but no, this is a progressive African-American owned station, and